But Julio Foolio is the opposite. He sparked one of the deadliest wars in rap history and survived 4 shootouts. But most fans have no idea how wild his story really is. Today we're breaking it all down and diving into why his ops are terrified. Foolio came up on the north side of Jacksonville in one of the most active areas of the city called 6 Block. He told Cam Capone News that he lost his first homie at just 15 years old. And by the time he was 20 years old, he already lost 15 of his friends to the streets. After he got kicked out of school in 9th grade, Foolio got sent to an alternative school in op territory, and that's when some crazy stuff went down. On the first day of school, someone from the op hood got killed waiting for the bus, and Foolio started dissing them all over social media. A lot of people at school thought Foolio had something to do with the hit, and he ended up getting into a fight over it. Throwing hands is one thing, but after the last bell rang, the situation took a wild turn. Foolio hopped on the bus, but the ops was following him. And while he was walking down the street, someone started letting off shots at him and his homies. A bullet hit Foolio in the leg and knocked his hip out of place, so he had to crawl away while the shooter was still busting shots. Foolio made it to the front yard of a woman who lived in the neighborhood and asked for help, but she just told him to get off her property and wouldn't do anything for him. Foolio passed out and woke up to the cops and EMT surrounding him. Then he blacked out again and woke up in the hospital. The ops wasn't the only ones who thought he was involved with the murder that went down that morning, and the police started questioning him over the situation. Eventually, Foolio proved that he was just going to school that morning and didn't catch the body. But after that day, his whole life took a brutal turn. Foolio actually tried working a normal job in the factory for a little while, but it only lasted a few months and he went right back to his street activities. Foolio went deeper into the streets and started rapping at the same time. At first it was just something he was doing on the side, but after a couple of his early tracks started popping off, he realized that it could be his ticket out of the trenches. Around the same time Foolio was getting a buzz in the city, another rapper named Young and Ace was laying down tracks and trying to get his name popping. But instead of linking up and putting on for Jacksonville together, they split the city in half and dozens of bodies have dropped on both sides. Everything allegedly started with Foolio's cousin Zion Brown getting killed in 2017. Zion was at his crib when a dude named DeAndre Thomas threw a brick through the window and started letting off shots. 2 girls in the house got hit and survived, but Zion tragically didn't make it out alive. Ace and Thomas was tight, and in 2018, they both got hit with charges for allegedly robbing a weed dealer and letting off shots. Ace skated on the case, but a few months later, he suffered a brutal loss that took his beef with Foolio to the next level. Ace, his brother, and 2 of his best friends went out to eat and celebrate his homie's birthday. And when they left the spot, a shooter rode up on them and dumped a clip into their car. Ace got hit 8 times, but he was the only one who wasn't killed. After it went down, Foolio said some shots on social media, and he told Say Cheese TV that he ain't feel bad about it because he knew they'd do the same thing if he was the one who got killed. Even though he was dissing Ace's dead homies, Foolio said the beef wasn't that deep. But what happened next proved that wasn't the case. In January 2019, a rapper named Boss Goon was shot and killed in Jacksonville outside a nightclub. He had just been released from prison after serving a decade behind bars, and his own dad got hit up in the same shooting that killed him. Boss Goon was the older brother of Ace's homie K-So, who's allegedly one of the top shooters in Ace's ATK crew. K-So already had a rep in the streets, but after his brother died, he allegedly clapped back and killed one of Foolio's best friends. Lil Bibby was always hanging around Foolio, even though his homie K Shorty warned him to stay away. Foolio was already one of the most hated dudes in the city, and K Shorty knew that Bibby could get caught up in all the drama and have a target on his back too. Unfortunately, Bibby ain't listen, and in February 2019, a shooter walked him down outside his apartment building and started letting off shots. He tried to get away, but the shooter ran up and killed him in broad daylight. Ace's side started dissing Bibby like crazy, and K-So dropped the track K-So bitch and raps. And you know we smoke Lil Bibby bitch, K-So bitch. Glocks and Rugers, we be hitting shit. We slipping shit. Don't run, we chase you down. We blitzing shit. We blitzing shit, don't be bibbied out. We hitting shit. And shots a little bitch, bibbied out. Now K-So is facing a murder charge for killing Bibby. Plus, he's fighting another case for allegedly killing another one of Foolio's homies named Lil Buck. Then Foolio's side allegedly clapped back by taking out Ace's homie, Leaky. Leaky was one of Foolio's biggest ops, and Leaky allegedly even shot his girlfriend's finger off. In April 2020, Foolio's girlfriend, Bubin, was driving his whip when a shooter rode through and started letting off shots at her and her friend. Bubin tried to drive off and duck away from the bullets, but she ended up getting hit in the head, knee, and even lost a finger.
all-new Coca-Cola Spiced.
Rumors said that Leaky was the one who pulled up on them, and his homie spin the Benz did Foolio over it on the track I Don't Smoke Kendra and raps. This nigga mama got shot and he's still tweaking. This nigga bitch got shot. Cool, I know she leaving. They shot that whole finger off, she couldn't even tweet it. A month after Bubin got hit, Leaky allegedly kills another dude from 6th block named 3-5. 3-5 was just posted on the block with some homies when the shooter hopped out of a whip and hit all of them. 3-5's homies survived, but unfortunately, he didn't make it out. According to some people, Leaky was one of the most active dudes in the city, and he allegedly took out another op 1 month after 3-5 died. A rapper named Jump Out Squeeze had just dropped a diss track against Leaky and some of his homies. Then 10 days later, he was murdered while trying to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse. Leaky was putting on crazy pressure in the street, and in September 2020, it all caught up to him when he was killed sitting right next to Spin the Benz. They was both in the whip with some other homies when another car pulled up and started letting off shots. And by the time they was finished, Leaky was dead. Nobody was ever booked for the murder, but Leaky's sister claims that Foolio was involved with the hit. After he died, Foolio hopped on Rod K's track, all gas, and rapped, "Shot my car up twice, then hit my bitch. Now Leaky, rest in peace." Then he named a song after Leaky and said, "100K, he'll shake the room. Sweep this block, we don't need no broom." They asked me how high I am, I'm Leaky high, I'm to the moon. Getting Leaky out of the picture was a big win for Foolio in 6th block, but then they suffered 2 more losses back to back. Foolio's homie Spaz 2 times was found shot to death at the Hilltop Village Apartments where Bibby died. Then the very next day, Rod K was killed in the same place. After it went down, Spin and Benz dropped the track I Don't Smoke Kendra and raps. Rod K died, he was spinning, guess he freezed up. Fuck his last words, fool. The last thing he seen was us. And Spaz 2 times got dropped, how he do that? Scrolling through his phone in Hilltop, thought you knew that. The violence in Jacksonville was getting crazier every day, but Foolio wasn't safe even when he left the city. In 2020, he was out in Houston when the ops pulled up and tried to take him out. They shot up his whip and grazed him in the neck, but Foolio hopped right back on social media to clown the ops for not finishing the job.
Bitch ass nigga shot me, but they didn't kill me. On Kendrick. Just fucking stupid.
As soon as Foolio got hit up, rumors were flying that Ace and his crew was behind it. And when they dropped the track Who I Smoke, Fast Money Goon basically confirmed the rumor and rapped, "I told the Rocket when I traveled, I'm pistol packing in Houston. I was lurking on his page and caught him lacking in Houston. We let off shots, he got shot and went live. I was tweaking like, fuck man, that bitch ain't died." Who I Smoke took the war in Jacksonville to another level. It's one of the most savage diss tracks of all time. And after it popped off and went viral, more people started paying attention to what was going down in the city. Young and Ace, Spin a Benz, Whopper with the Chopper, and Fast Money Goon all took shots at Foolio and his dead homies. And even Foolio admitted that the track was cold. Foolio wasn't just gonna take the shots without responding though. And a few weeks later, he clapped back with the track When I See You and took the disrespect to another level. Foolio started off the video with a news report about the shooting that left Ace's brother and 2 homies dead. He also printed out a flyer with their pictures on it and danced in front of it while dissing them with lines like, "Ace from the West, how he clicked up with the East Side. He ain't been the same since he seen the other 3 die. Bitch, I'm 2-3 high. Bitch, say your goodbye. Gave that boy the business like a suit and a bow tie. Light them boys blocked up like the 4th of July. They got caught lacking, the whole world wanna know why." 2021 was when the beef went viral, and Foolio took the chance to send all kinds of crazy shots at Ace and his homies. On his remix of the track Beatbox, Foolio and his homie Kojak dissed Queso's brother Boss Goon and raps, "Rolling dead ops, he called a headshot. Big Boss gone, we got him scared now. He was dissing in them songs, what he saying now? AR with the 50 round, knock his dread off." And then Foolio name dropped a bunch of dead ops and said, "Prosper got shot, Tay got shot, Desi got dropped, Nate got popped, Leaky got shot, Spaz face hot, Corbin got kidnapped, they found his bones, he was rotten." Corbin Johnson was a dude affiliated with the same set as Lil Leaky. Just like Jump Out, who Leaky allegedly killed, one of the last places Corbin was seen alive was at the Amazon warehouse. He had an interview that day, but after he left his mom's crib around 9:30 that night, he was never seen again. They put a missing persons report out on him 2 days later, but nobody found him until the next year. Exactly 1 year after he disappeared, Corbin's body was found in the woods wrapped up in a plastic bag. Nobody knows who actually took him out, but Foolio's been dissing him ever since. Foolio kept the pressure up on the rap side when he dropped the track List of Dead Ops in October 2021. Everyone already knew that the disrespect in the Jacksonville drill scene was on another level, but Foolio took everything even further and dissed over 30 dead ops. He started it off by dissing a dude named Big Baby and some other ops. Big Baby's the one who got murdered on Foolio's first day at the new school, and on the track he rapped, 5 got hit in the head, he tried to swim at the pool. Big Baby got caught in the morning at the bus, was going to school. Juan had died in the suburbs, remember that shit hit the news. Top got hit in his top, done, he should have had a tool. Back in 2016, Foolio's op Malcolm was killed in a shootout on 2nd Avenue in the northwest area of Jacksonville. He took a shot at him and Corbin on the same track and said, Malcolm died on 2nd, they taught his bitch ass a lesson. Hey, Corbin got kidnapped, how the fuck a grown man go missing? Then he aired out a dude named Eldridge, who allegedly got ran down on for snitching on his homies and rapped. Eldridge died, he was snitching. Either way, he was gonna get.
With 12 pieces of crispy, delicious bone-in chicken, 3 sides, and 6 biscuits.
Foolio wasn't gonna leave Ace out of it though, and he sent more shots with the line, can't forget 2-3, Quan, and 4 in the back seat. Hey, Ace only one survived. See, that nigga blessed if you ask me. If he's still trying to beef, remember, you lost 3. In 2015, Foolio's op Desi was found shot multiple times in the head and face. His dad was actually a retired cop, but Desi had all kinds of charges like carrying a concealed firearm, resisting arrest, and more. Foolio dissed him on the track, plus a dude named Freddie Patterson who had dissed Lil Bibby on a song in the past. After Freddie dropped the diss, someone knocked on his front door and murdered him when he answered it. Foolio clowned both of them and rapped, all the new ops gon' hate, nigga, we be bucking shit, Tampa Bay. Desi ass tried to run, died in the yard, shoulda had his gun. Freddie said he's smoking Bibby, now his big dumb ass in my lungs. Foolio was already one of the most hated dudes in Jacksonville, but all the dissing made the target on his back even bigger. In 1 month after he dropped List of Dead Ops, 2 shooters caught him outside the studio and let off over 100 shots. Foolio told DJ Academics,
I walk out the studio, I'm walking down like the carport to my car. As soon as I get to sit down a little bit, niggas go blowing. Anytime I walk anywhere, I got my gun in my hand, walking well in Jacksonville. Like, this is how you gotta be.
You have it in your hand or you have it on your person?
In my hand. So I lean back, up my gun, go to shoot it back. I shoot my whole clip and shit.
both of the other shooters ran off and Foolio shot back. And after they left, he hopped right on social media.
You nigga not no shooters. I ended my whole clip on my dad. Stop playing with me, nigga. And I didn't get hit. I got grazed in the leg. Stop playing. On trading, nigga. I ended my whole clip, nigga.
Foolio's ops in Jacksonville ain't the only dudes he has to worry about, though. A video came out showing a random guy trying to press Foolio in the mall and make him crash out on camera. But Foolio kept it cool and didn't react. Around the same time, a viral clip came out where Foolio allegedly tried to run up on NBA Youngboy for not checking in. Foolio and his crew rolled up on Youngboy's hotel and the situation got tense. Luckily, nothing serious went down, but fans were worried that Youngboy was gonna get wrapped up in the war in Jacksonville too. It turns out that the whole thing was just a misunderstanding though. Youngboy was saying Foolio in his tracks, and fans tagged Foolio and said Youngboy was dissing. Foolio is just a slang term where Youngboy comes from though, and he wasn't even talking about Foolio. Foolio went on No Jumper.
He had a show in Jacksonville, bro. And I wasn't pulling up on some old check-in. The internet made that check-in shit, bro. So when I pulled up on him, I'm pulling up on him to see, like, what do Foolio mean? Like, that's what we trying to ask him.
He also talks about the mall video and said they had the dudes reporting him outnumbered and could have handled it easily if they really wanted smoke.
It's 2 of them, 2, 3 of them. It's like 6, 7 of us. So we're gonna beat y'all ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not no problem. And if y'all take it there, we're gonna take it there. But it's just the point, bro. Like, you got on the ankle monitor, you in the full court. You right here, you want to do the most. Let's at least take it out the side or some shit.
Yeah.
But what you want to do, you want to go live, this, and that. So if anything happen, they coming to Foolio.
Foolio wasn't gonna get into it with some random dude, but when the rapper from Louisiana linked up with his ops, he ain't hesitate to start sending shots. Jada Youngin was popping off and made headlines for beefing with NBA Youngboy before his tragic death in 2022. But a few years before that, he linked up with Young and Ace for a collab tape and even dissed Foolio's dead homie Bibby and 8. Foolio clapped back on the track Crazy Story Part 6 and clowned Jay for getting his chain snatched with the line, Jada Youngin, you a fucking bitch. Jit, you not on shit. Said fuck 8, you from out of town, but now you on that list. Heard you got a baby on the way, cause you riding Ace dick. Got your chain snatched in Gainesville? Bitch, you not legit. Even after Jay was brutally shot and killed, Foolio hopped on Instagram to clown him. Foolio's known for dissing ops, getting into shootouts, and all that. But he also knows how to move and not get into bad situations for no reason. In the streets and the industry too. He talked to Camp Capone News about not feeding into all the drama on social media. And talked about how he once turned down a $150,000 deal with Quality Control Records because it wasn't right for him. He from QC flew Foolio out to Atlanta and offered him a bunch of cash. But Foolio knew he needed to learn how the industry really worked before he signed with anyone. All kinds of labels were reaching out to him, but Foolio didn't want to give away his masters and let someone else decide when he could release music. Now he got a deal that works for him on the industry side of things, but he still got a target on his back in Jacksonville and almost died again in 2023. On October 8th, 2023, Foolio's mom hopped on Instagram and broke the news that he had been shot and asked for prayers from his fans. Rumors were flying that he was in critical condition and might not make it out of this one alive. But then his mom posted a photo of Foolio in the hospital and wrote, "Y'all know he good." A viral photo of the bullet wound in his foot was going around and everyone thought he was going to lose it. But luckily it seems like he'll be able to keep it. After he started recovering, Foolio hopped on social media and posted a photo of his foot all bandaged up and wrote, "All this money on my head, I supposed to been dead. All this money on my head, I supposed to been dead," which was a reference to K-So's track, Been Dead. According to news reports, the ops was waiting for Foolio and ambushed him when they spotted his whip. It's not clear who's behind the shooting yet, but there will always be people in Jacksonville who want to see him dead. Foolio has survived getting shot 4 times in 8 years. So far, he's been getting lucky and making it out alive. But hopefully, he switches up how he moves and stops getting caught up in crazy situations.